All right, so based on the results of the Kahoot quiz that I saw, I met with a special committee yesterday, and upon their advice, I decided that we would start division today. You guys actually did pretty well on the multiplication check-in. I know some of the questions were a bit tricky, but I'm still really impressed with all of the results that I've seen. Remember that you should still be practicing your multiplication facts because they will help you with division, but we are going to jump to division, and there's also going to be some links to multiplication, so hopefully it won't confuse you. I hope. But yes, keep practicing your multiplication facts as well because they will help you with division. And this is why. So what is division? Well, it's the opposite of multiplication, kind of like how subtraction was with addition. So if we have 4 times 5 equals 20, then if we do it backwards, 20 divided by 4 will equal 5. 20 divided by 5 will equal 4. So we have fact families in multiplication and division. Division is when we take one whole thing or a group of things and split them or divide them into equal groups. So if you had a pizza with 8 slices and you had 4 people eating the pizza, you could give everyone 2 pieces. Or if you had 20 candies and 5 friends, each one of them could have 4 pieces of candy. So when you use division, you start with a big number. So you start with the biggest number, which if we look up here is 20, okay? And then you break it into smaller equal pieces. So 20 into 4 groups is 5 per group. And we use this symbol to mean divide. So the line and the 2 dots over top. Are there special dividing words? Well, the answer to that is yes. Just like there were special multiplication words, there are special words for each number in division. So we have the dividend, which means what we are dividing. Then we have the divisor, which is what we are dividing by. And then we have the quotient. And the quotient is the answer. It's a fancy word for answer. You can either call it quotient, like they do in North America, or quotient, like they do in the UK. All right, so just to run through those with you, here is a division sentence. So we have 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So 12 is what we are dividing by, which is the dividend. 3, okay, is the divisor because that is what we are dividing by. So we are dividing this number 12 by 3, and 4 is the answer or the quotient. Okay? There are lots of ways to divide, there's lots of ways to help us, but today we are going to start by talking about equal groups, okay? So, equal groups practice. I'm going to run through this with you. So Kelly has 15 brownies and 3 pans. If she puts an equal amount of brownies onto each pan, how many brownies will each pan have? So I want you to think about this. Now, think about a number that maybe if we times it by 3, it will equal 15. That's one way of doing it. But to separate these into equal groups, we just do this pretty simply. So there's 1, 2, 3. And then we have 1, 2, 3. So I'm just separating them all equally. So right now they'll all have 3 brownies in them. This is making me want to eat a brownie. I'm not going to lie. Now we have 4 brownies in each one. And then to finish off, we have 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in each pan, that means that Kelly has 5 brownies on each pan. So we've separated 15 into the 3 groups, which equals 5. Okay? So here we have Zach, and Zach has enough ice cream for 16 scoops. He's very lucky. How many scoops will each cone get if all 4 cones get an equal amount of scoops? So exactly the same thing. We're going to start by spreading them out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the first 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 twice. 4 3 times. Oh, that moved. That one's supposed to move. Okay, so each ice cream now has 3. And let's put one more on each one and see what happens. That's it. That's all. This big ice cream cone doesn't move, okay? So each ice cream has 4 scoops. So we know that when we moved and got 16, so 16 into 4 groups is 4. So each ice cream had 1, 2, 3, 4 scoops on it, okay? Here we have Sarah, and she is making a personal pan pizza for her pizza party. That's nice. If she has a total of 12 pepperoni slices, how many pieces will each personal pan pizza get if each one has an equal amount? So again, we are just going to put them on. So we have, I can't move these. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, I can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I did undo that. All right, let's go. So 1, 2, 3. So there's the first one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So each pizza has 4 pepperoni slices on it, okay? So we had 12 to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And remember, these ones don't move for some reason. So instead of having big pepperoni slices, we just get little ones. And there were 12 and 3 pizzas. So we put 12 into 3 equal groups of 4 each. All right, next question. It says use the toolbar above to create 2 equal groups. So I can do this a few ways. I can draw a line here. If I do this really easily, first I need to figure out how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I know that there are 14, but they're in 2 equal groups already. So what I can do now is just separate them kind of like this, if this will let me work. No. Let's do this. Let's do a shape and draw a line. Voila. So there is one group and there is another group. And if I draw a second line, maybe you can see it a bit bigger if I make it thicker. Yeah, so above the line is 2 groups. So in each group, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've separated them into 2 groups and made them each have 7 cupcakes in 2 equal groups. So we are going to divide the counters into 4 groups. Okay, so let's start. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we now have 3 counters in each group. Okay, so that means altogether, when we started, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here we have the answer that is 12 divided by, and I don't have a divided symbol, so I'm using this one, 4 equals 3. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So we have 12 counters going into 4 groups, which equals 3 counters in each group. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to put 18 into 3 equal groups. So 1, whoops, I'll do it like this. It's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So here in our groups, okay, we have that. So remember we had 18 to start with. So 18 divided by our 3 equal groups equals how many in each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each group has 6. So that means that there are 6 counters per group. Okay, the next question, divide the counters into 5 equal groups. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's try this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now in each group, so we had 15 and we divided it into 5 groups. So each group now has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to do one more here. So if there are 14 counters total and there are 2 counters in each group, how many groups total? So here, all we need to do is move this. So each group is in 2. So there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 2. So 14 divided by 2 in each group equals 7 groups of 2. Hopefully that makes some sense for you. We'll do the next one. So if there's 18 counters and we're putting them 3 counters in each group, then we have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, and 6 groups, which means that our answer here is we have 6 groups of 3. And let's try the last one. Here we have 24 counters, and we are putting them into groups of 6. So we have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and 4 groups. So we have 24 can be split into 4 equal groups of 6. So now it's your turn. In your home learning journals, you need to write the date, and today is April 7th, 2020, but I've written the short date for you, and your LO, which is I can divide objects into equal groups. Remember, you can pause the video at any time. I'm not sending out any papers, so even there's a bonus challenge today, you will need to pause the video to get it done, okay? So here are your first group of questions. So equal groups practice. So you just have to answer 2 questions, and I'll show you. So here it says how many groups of how many. So if you look down here at the milk cartons, it says how many groups of how many. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, which is why they have 4 groups. And then of how many, which is how many in the group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for your first question here, let's do it together. So here we have 3 groups. So you're going to write 3 groups of how many frogs? 1, 2, and 3 frogs. Okay? And remember that the division sentence is the total number. So there are 9 frogs altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frogs altogether, divided by 3 groups, okay, which is equal to 3. So if you want, you can add equals to 3 to that. So we're going to do the next one together as well. So let me get out my 2 text boxes here. Oh, whoa, what was that? What was that? What's happening? That's not what I want to do. What's going on? Ah, crazy. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Technology at its finest. So there is 1 text box that I can write in, copy, okay. All right. So how many groups of how many? So here we have 2 groups. So I'm going to write 2 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 groups of 4 watermelon. And then our division sentence, okay, you need to write next. So let me get this up. So here, remember we're taking the total number, so you have to count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8 watermelon. And we are dividing, which I don't have the symbol on my thing. Just let me copy and paste it. Copy all the way back down. See, it's just like in class when I can't find things. There you go. So 8 divided by, and remember, we're dividing it by groups. So divided by 2 groups equals, and we know that the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have 4 in each group. So we're just going to put 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So at the bottom, again, we have how many groups of how many. So we know that we have 4 groups. And we counted that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So now we're just going to write the division sentence. So remember, the first number that we're putting in is how many milk cartons is there all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm going to put 20 divided by, remember there's 4 groups. So we know that in each group, to make it equal, the answer is 5 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in each group. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. I want you to try these next 3 questions on your own. There's this part answered for you. So you really just have 1, 2, 3, 4 things to answer. Okay, so remember you can pause the video, you can answer those questions, you can just write question, if you did here, 1, 2, and 3, you can write here 4, 5, and 6, or if you didn't write those ones down, then you can go 1, 2, and 3 here, okay? And then you have a bonus challenge, which I want you to draw in your books. So basically, here are 8 questions, and you need to draw equal groups to solve each division equation. So here you have 18. So maybe what you're going to do is you are going to make 18 circles. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm going to put them into 2 groups. So I have 1 and 1, 2, 2. So this is all you're going to do for your bonus challenge, okay? For each of the questions, you're just going to draw circles or hearts or anything that you want, and then you're going to put them into equal groups. And remember, the groups is the second number. So 18 is the total amount, which is why we have 18 circles. And I'm putting them into 2 equal groups, okay? And that should give me the answer. And then you can actually just write the answer down. So now that I have separated it all, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this one group, I have 9. So that means in this one, I must also have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18 divided by 2, the answer would be 9. Okay, so please make sure that you have written down these ones here that we did together. And you definitely need to have these 3. And remember that this is your bonus challenge. But as you can see, it's pretty easy. So please give it a try for me, all right? Looking forward to seeing your work. And hopefully this will be a breeze, just like what I heard multiplication was. Good luck. I look forward to seeing your work.